So this is that Roadster that I bought from Copart that was crashed. It hit a pole at 75 miles per hour. Looks like it flipped. We found asphalt in some of the frame pieces, so it looks like a cartwheel down the freeway also, but I don't know any of that to be true. One of the coolest things about these cars is how strong this frame is. I mean, Lotus should be commended for the quality that they, in the design and construction of this car. I've never actually seen anything like this. This frame rail runs from front to back, and it's so tall that you would actually have to hit it at the end right here or at the other end to actually pull the frame rail off. If this was a Toyota Corolla, you'd be in 7,000 pieces. This is the first cross member in the front. It took most of the hit. The suspension's all gone. This is the shock. This is the control arm. This is the ABS module. This is where the vacuum pump used to be, but this is where it took the first hit, and it's pretty remarkable. This is the crash structure. This was part of the armature. This is the things that keep the car intact when you hit big things like telephone poles. So we'll go a little quick view of this thing. This is the rear where it took another one of the hits. This is what's left of the upper control arm. This is the transmission, which is, I mean, has one little scratch on it right here, and other than that, it's good. The frame is bent back here, but not the main frame piece. So look in here. This main frame piece is still good. I'm standing where the battery should be. I had to cut this piece off that was it was a mounting plate. It bent over. I had to cut it off to get the battery out. But other than that, the battery was untouched. This is the bulkhead behind the passenger. So the roll bars in these cars have these uprights that go to the rear subframe and connect the roll bar. And on the passenger side, it was bent like a banana. But you know, this side is completely intact. The roll bar straight. On this side, it was all mangled up, and the roll bar is pushed back, as you can see here. See the construction of this frame. It's absolutely remarkable how well these cars hold up. This is the rear subframe from the inside. It is bent here, and the motor transmission mount bent, but it didn't do any damage to the transmission. Every time I look at one of these cars, I cannot believe how strong they are. So this corner again, I don't know what it hit, but it hit it hard. Shattered the body panel. Everything like all the AC components that are back here, the chiller and stuff like that, those are all intact right here. Harness is intact. And then we're going to lower it down, and I'll show you what the top looks like. It's a little bit back. So see how the roll bar is bent down on the right side? I was told the passenger didn't sustain any injuries and refused treatment. The driver had to be cut out of the car, but I understand is okay. I think what amazes me the most about these cars is the fact of how robust they are and how much of a hit they can take without, you know, really doing any damage to the cockpit that's going to hurt the driver. That's where the battery is supposed to go. That's actually the battery. This is the interior. The key was actually sitting right there. It's still, this door does not open, but a lot of the dash pieces, even though they're bent, they're still actually good. They're just distorted. So this door hinge is bent, but the way this car works is there's a beam across the dash. There's another, it attaches the door hinge to here. There's a huge beam right there, that silver thing. That is the beam, the door beam that goes all the way back. It hooks to the door latch, and the door latch latches to the roll bar. So it's a full cage, other than the windshield frame, which is fiberglass. But it held up, just sliding upside down the freeway. This is the passenger side. Also hit something hard, pushed the control arms back, rips them out of the frame. This is pretty common out of here. That's all. Ripped it out of the frame, but when you look at the inside, it's intact. I mean, obviously it's destroyed, but if you think about the crash, the damage is very minimal. And this is the roll bar. It's bent back, but again, it held up in a rollover and a multiple flip crash. This is the sway bar that actually belongs under the car. So that's the way it came to me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I don't do videos very often, and I don't edit them. It is what it is. So Good luck. Enjoy your Tesla Roadster. And know that you're protected when you crash them.